Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went in? Or found yourself searching for a word that feels like it's right on the tip of your tongue, but it just vanishes? Maybe you chalk it up to a senior moment, a normal part of getting older. But what if it's not? What if those moments of forgetfulness, that feeling of mental fog that greets you in the morning, isn't just about age? What if it's connected to something you're doing every single night, right before you close your eyes? Many of us lie in bed, physically exhausted, but our minds are running a marathon. We wake up feeling like we haven't slept at all, and the day ahead feels like a steep hill to climb. If this feels like a page from your own story, I want you to know you are in the right place. We're often told that declining memory and poor sleep are simply the price of admission for our golden years. But I've met men and women in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s who are as sharp, vibrant, and full of life as people half their age. Their secret isn't a magic pill. It's a series of small, conscious choices they make when the sun goes down. Welcome to Young at Heart, your home for thriving in your best years. In today's episode, we're going to uncover 4 common bedtime habits that are secretly sabotaging your sleep and over time can contribute to cognitive decline and early dementia. These are the quiet routines, the comforting rituals that we believe are helping us unwind, but are actually creating a storm in our brains. And I want to share a crucial insight with you. The last habit we'll discuss is the most critical. It's not about what you eat or what you watch. It's about an inner pattern that is so deeply ingrained, most of us don't even see it happening. So I urge you, stay with me until the very end. Before we begin, I'd love for you to join our community in the comments below. What's one thing you wish your mind felt sharper about? Remembering names? Stories? Let's talk about it. And if this video resonates with you, please subscribe. We're here to help you live every day with vitality and clarity. Now let's pull back the curtain on our first mistake. Number 1. The midnight sun in your hand. The day is done. The dishes are clean. The house is quiet. It's your time. You settle into your favorite chair or climb into bed and reach for your phone, your tablet, or the TV remote. A little bit of news, a few chapters of an ebook, or one more episode of that show everyone's talking about. It feels like a harmless, modern way to relax. But to your brain, that glowing screen isn't relaxing at all. It's a trick. That screen is bathing your face in something called blue light, and our brains have been hardwired for thousands of years to interpret one thing from that specific frequency of light: daytime. As the sun sets, your brain is supposed to get a signal to begin its nightly maintenance sequence. The star of this show is a hormone called melatonin. Think of melatonin as the gentle hand that guides you into the deep, restorative sleep your brain desperately needs. But when blue light hits your eyes, it's like a fire alarm for your brain. It screams, "Emergency! It's not nighttime. Stop all melatonin production immediately." Scientific studies are clear and consistent on this. Research from leading universities has shown that just a couple of hours of screen time before bed can suppress melatonin levels significantly and push back your body's natural sleep signals by hours. Here's why that's so critical for us. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less melatonin to begin with. We're already working with a smaller crew for our nightly brain maintenance. When you add blue light to the equation, you're essentially telling half that crew to go home. The result? You don't get enough deep sleep. And deep sleep is not just about feeling rested. It's when your brain performs its most vital task, taking out the trash. During this phase, your brain clears away metabolic waste, including a protein called beta amyloid. If that name sounds familiar, it's because high levels of beta amyloid plaques are a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. Missing out on deep sleep night after night is like letting that neurological trash pile up. The solution: create a digital sunset. For 60 to 90 minutes before your head hits the pillow, declare a screen-free zone. Power down the phone, the TV, and the tablet. What do you do instead? Rediscover the analog world. Read a physical book or magazine. The soft, reflected light is completely different. Listen to calming music or an audiobook. Do some gentle stretches to release the day's tension. Sip a cup of warm, caffeine-free herbal tea. Sit and talk with your partner or a pet. This simple buffer zone tells your brain the day is truly over. It's safe to power down, to repair, and to prepare for a sharper, clearer tomorrow. Mistake number 2. The midnight kitchen raid. It's 10 p.m. You're not starving, but a little rumble in your stomach, or maybe just a craving, sends you to the kitchen. A small bowl of ice cream, a few cookies, maybe just a piece of toast with butter. It feels comforting, a final treat to end the day. But that late-night snack is forcing your body to work a double shift when it should be resting. Your digestive system, just like your brain, follows a daily clock. At night, it's meant to be quiet. When you eat late, especially foods rich in sugar or refined carbohydrates, like sweets, white bread, crackers, or even white rice, you kickstart a whole cascade of internal activity that is the enemy of deep sleep. First, your blood sugar spikes. This gives you a brief, pleasant feeling, but what goes up must come down. A few hours later, right in the middle of your sleep, your blood sugar crashes. This crash can jolt you awake, cause night sweats, or trigger restless, anxious dreams. You might not even remember waking up, but your sleep cycle has been broken. Second, the act of digestion itself raises your core body temperature. But to achieve deep, healing sleep, your body needs to cool down. A late-night meal is like turning up the thermostat right when your body is trying to cool the house for the night. You end up stuck in the lighter, less restorative stages of sleep. And remember our conversation about beta amyloid, the brain plaque linked to dementia. A study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society suggested that poor sleep, disrupted by things like late-night eating, can impair the brain's ability to clear this plaque. You're not just losing sleep, you're missing a critical opportunity for brain protection. The solution? Make the kitchen a no-fly zone for at least 3 hours before bed. Let your final meal be dinner. This gives your body ample time to digest and begin its cool-down process. If you are genuinely hungry, choose a snack that is small, high in protein, and low in sugar. A handful of walnuts, a spoonful of plain yogurt, or a slice of turkey are excellent choices. They stabilize blood sugar instead of spiking it. And ask yourself with compassion, am I eating because I'm hungry, or because I'm lonely, bored, or seeking comfort? Sometimes, the comfort we need isn't in the pantry. It's in a warm bath, a soft blanket, or a 5-minute meditation. Feed your soul the peace it's craving, not your stomach the work it doesn't need. Mistake number 3, the hidden thief in your teacup. For many, an evening warm drink is a non-negotiable ritual. A cup of black or green tea feels healthier than coffee, and a small piece of dark chocolate feels like an elegant, harmless indulgence. But there's a hidden thief lurking in these comforts: caffeine. We think of caffeine as a morning friend, the jolt that gets us going. But caffeine is a powerful stimulant that can overstay its welcome, especially in an older body. Here's the critical fact. As we age, our metabolism slows down. This includes our ability to process and eliminate caffeine. For a 30-year-old, the effects of a cup of coffee might wear off in 5 to 6 hours. For someone over 60, that same cup can stay active in your system for up to 10 hours. Think about that. Your 3 p.m. cup of tea could still be chemically stimulating your brain at 1 a.m. It acts like a bouncer at the door of deep sleep, blocking the brain chemicals that signal restfulness. It keeps your nervous system in a low-grade state of alert, even if you feel tired enough to fall asleep. You might sleep, but it's a shallow, unfulfilling sleep. This is where memory gets hit hard. The process of memory consolidation, where your brain organizes the day's events, files important information, and discards the junk, happens during deep sleep. If caffeine is preventing you from getting there, your memories remain disorganized. The result is that tip-of-the-tongue feeling, the struggle to recall details, and the sense of a cluttered mind. And it's not just coffee. A standard cup of black tea has 40 to 70 milligrams of caffeine. Green tea, while healthy, still contains caffeine. Dark chocolate contains a related stimulant called theobromine, which has a similar alerting effect on the brain. The solution: implement a caffeine curfew. Make a rule: no caffeine of any kind after 2 p.m. This gives your body a solid 8 to 10 hours to clear the stimulant before you need to sleep. Explore the wonderful world of caffeine-free herbal teas. Chamomile, peppermint, rooibos, and lemon balm are not just placebos. They contain compounds that actively calm the nervous system. Look for boxes that explicitly say caffeine-free or herbal infusion. If you love chocolate, enjoy it earlier in the day as a midday treat. By shifting the timing, you get the pleasure without paying the price at night. Mistake number 4: carrying yesterday into tonight. We've talked about screens, food, and drinks. These are physical things we can change, but this final habit is invisible. It's the one we teased at the beginning, the one that does its damage from the inside out. It's the habit of taking your worries to bed with you. The house is silent. There are no more distractions. And in that silence, the mental chatter begins. You replay a difficult conversation. You worry about your children. You stress about a doctor's appointment tomorrow. You feel a pang of regret over something from years ago, or a wave of loneliness washes over you. You toss and turn, thinking the problem is the mattress or the temperature in the room. But the restlessness isn't in your body, it's in your mind. When your mind is spinning with anxiety, regret, or worry, it sends a powerful signal to your body. We are not safe. In response, your adrenal glands release cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Cortisol is the arch nemesis of melatonin. They are like seesaws. When cortisol is up, melatonin is down. Cortisol's job is to keep you awake, alert, and ready to face a threat. Your body doesn't know the difference between a real tiger in the woods and the looping worry in your head. The physical response is the same. Stay on high alert. No deep sleep for you tonight. Night after night, this cycle of stress and poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It physically weathers your brain, contributing to inflammation, impairing memory formation, and leaving you emotionally fragile. This is, without a doubt, the most damaging habit of all, because it poisons the very peace that sleep requires. The solution: create a closing ceremony for your day. Sleep is a transition, and it requires a gentle ritual to let go of the day's baggage. About an hour before bed, sit down with a notebook. Create a brain dump. Write down everything that's worrying you. Get it out of your head and onto the paper. The act of writing it down signals to your brain that the thought has been captured and doesn't need to be held onto so tightly. Next, on a new page, write down 3 things you are grateful for from the day. They don't have to be big. The sun was warm on my face. My neighbor smiled at me. The soup I made for dinner was delicious. Gratitude is the antidote to cortisol. It shifts your brain chemistry toward peace. Finally, put the notebook away. You can even say out loud, "I am leaving these worries here for the night. I will pick them up tomorrow if I need to." This practice gives your mind permission to rest. It creates a sacred boundary between the problems of the day and the sanctuary of your sleep. Your path to a sharper tomorrow. Growing older is a journey, and yes, it comes with changes. But a foggy mind and sleepless nights do not have to be your travel companions. Your body has an incredible capacity for healing. It's listening. Every time you choose a book over a screen, water over a soda, peace over worry, you are sending a powerful message of care to your brain and body. You don't have to fix everything at once. That's not how lasting change works. Just choose one. Maybe tonight, you'll plug your phone in across the room instead of on your nightstand. Maybe tomorrow, you'll enjoy your chocolate in the afternoon instead of after dinner. Or maybe, just for tonight, you'll write down your worries and give yourself the gift of a quieter mind. Your sleep is not a passive activity. It is the most active, powerful, and essential tool you have for maintaining your memory, your mood, and your vitality. It's how you stay young at heart. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Which of these 4 habits will you try to gently change first? Share your commitment in the comments below. Your journey can inspire someone else to begin theirs. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with a friend who deserves restful sleep, and be sure to subscribe to Young at Heart. We're here to walk this path with you toward a future that is bright, clear, and full of life. Sleep well. You've more than earned it.